Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. My name is Cinder, and today, guys, we have a Fortnite video. Before we get started, I want to extend a massive thank you to you guys for the support with me starting up this new channel. It's going to be really fun. Can't wait to see what we do with the channel. I really do appreciate your guys' support on everything that I've been doing, especially the last video. Got about 10 views, which isn't anything crazy, but it's definitely a great start. Somewhere to start, at least. It's a great start, and got some likes, and you guys came over from Club North. And if you haven't heard of Club North, by the way, make sure to go check them out, because I'm still in Club North. That's our streaming channel. This is my solo gaming channel, but make sure to go check out Club North. And everybody that came from Club North to here, thank you very much for the support. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into this video. So today's video is basically going to be on the importance of high ground. We've all heard of getting the high ground in Fortnite, or make sure you get the high ground, or we have to push up on these people with the high ground. But why is the high ground so important, or why is the highest ground in the specific eye super important? Well, in the first couple of eyes, obviously high ground isn't important, but once you get down to the last couple of eyes, not a lot of people left, maybe less than 10 people left, and it's a really small eye. High ground tends to be super important. And everybody, I see, like, sometimes, and I do it too, I will sit at the bottom of a hill or just kind of find somewhere inside the eye or near the outside the eye. I try to play it passive, but that's the worst thing to do, because with somebody on the high ground, using these tips is going to kill you every time unless you happen to have a good counter, but most of the time the high ground wins. So what makes the high ground so good? Well, first of all, people, instead of you having to build up to people, people have to build up to you. They have to organize the attack with either their teammate or just by themselves. You can just have your defenses ready, whether it's shooting down on them, putting some rockets in there, whatever. They have to build up to you. They have to get the attack ready, and you can be ready to counter them immediately, because once you start seeing them building up, you can start building up and keep that high ground as long as possible. Organizing a defense is a lot easier than organizing an attack, because you can see where your opponent is going, you know what you're going to do, and you know that they are at least trying to get up to you, so you know the general direction that they are going to be going. So it's super easy to identify where they're going, and it's super easy to either shoot them down, get a bit of damage done to them, and make the fight easier once they get up to where you are, or what would be better is keeping them from getting up to where you are in the first place. But overall, it's just really helpful to have the high ground, so people have to build up to you instead of you having to organize the attack and build up to them. Next up is making your way down instead of up. If you're on the high ground and there's people down below you, or everybody else is down below you, it's easier to make your way down and still be able to shoot down on people and hold the high ground than it is to make your way up the high ground. Organizing the attack is a lot more difficult than holding the high ground and shooting down on people and having the defense mainly ready. Making your way down, you can shoot down on people. It's really easy to just get some quick kills, knock people out really quickly, and just kind of still hold the high ground. And you don't want to get shot out if you are on, like, the side of a cliff. Make sure not to build too much there, or make sure you have a way back up. But if it's a high ground where there's, like, little kind of, I guess, cutouts on the side, and you're making your way down there, as you can probably see in this video, then use those. Make sure to go down and shoot down on everybody else. Again, make them either have to defend themselves, which makes it easier on you to attack them, throw some rockets in there, or force them to push you. And it is kind of nerve-wracking or a little bit scary sometimes if somebody's building up to you, but again, you have the high ground. They have a disadvantage. They have to build up to you. You can have your defensives ready as fast as possible, and you can continue to shoot them down as fast as you can. They have to organize the attack, and they have to get up to you. You don't have to go down to them at all. Unless the next eye changes, never leave your high ground. Like, unless your high ground just happens to not be in the eye, definitely don't change your high ground. But if your high ground is not in the eye, ends up being out of the eye, then go ahead and move to the next possible high ground as soon as possible, so you can make sure you have it and nobody else takes it again, so you don't have to organize the attacks or anything like that. This is definitely a super good tactic to use at endgame. Again, when the game's just kind of starting, there's really no point to this, because the odds of you being in the eye the entire time is really low. But again, the last couple of eyes, and there's like 10 or less people in the game, and you need the win, definitely go for the high ground all the time. It really will help you get more wins. But if you guys enjoyed this video and you want to see more by me, Cinder, make sure you hit the like button and that subscribe button. Turn on the bell so you guys never miss a video from me. And comment down below what your favorite tactic in Fortnite is. And I will see you guys in the next video.